Okay, I've just been sitting here making sandwiches with our leftover pork here, Cuban sandwiches that is. So I just take a big long baguette and cut it in pieces, or don't. Make the huge baguette and cook it in the oven instead of on the stovetop, but whatever the case may be, the layering is the same. So I'm gonna just cut 2 here and just get 1 made for you so you can see exactly how it's made. Now I start, which is unconventional, a little bit of my juice from my pork, because I figure why not just put some extra flavor on that. And just ladle a little bit and kind of rub it in. And now I'm going to show you, which is a pretty typical Cuban sandwich, is that you have mayonnaise on one side, and then you have mustard on the other side. And like I said, these elements are fairly standard. And then you put on your ham, couple pieces that I'll just layer over here on the side. And then for the double pork special, you take your beautiful shredded pork and just lay it on top of the ham. Not too much, but enough to really bring in that flavor. Then 2 pieces of Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese is always on it. And then last but not least, and I would have to say my favorite part of this whole sandwich, is a pickle. And I just slice it very thinly. You can also have a pickle on the side if you want, but there's something so delicious about it here. And then just wrap the whole thing up. So I'm just gonna get a piece of foil. That's important if you're gonna be doing them one at a time, the way I'm doing them here on the stovetop. So you just wrap it in foil. And as you're wrapping it, kind of push it down a little bit. The idea here when you cook it is you want the cheese to be melted and you want the bread to be crispy. So what I've done over here with my sandwich that's already cooking is I have 2 cast iron pans. I'm simulating a panini press, which you may have at home, and if you have it, go ahead and use it. I heated one on top of the stove and one underneath. And this really took a good 15 minutes to get this to the place that I wanted it to be. So I'm just going to open it up, take that one off, bring it over here and show you what it's like. Oh, my goodness, I'm excited. And get another one on there. A lot of the time, if I'm not sure how many people are going to be home or whatever, I'll just make a bunch of individuals and then cook them off as people come home. But I need you to see what this looks like, this little packet. Ooh, yes. Oh, it's hot and perhaps a little messy looking, but absolutely delicious. Okay, just loosen it up and get it out onto the board. And then just slice it. And if we're lucky, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Just get it onto my plate right here. Oh yes, juicy, melty, 2 for the price of 1.